What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be doing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This episode was just, it wasn't a bad episode. It was okay. It just moves the story along. But like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
I made a drink. It looks really good, don't it? Yeah. So Erica, Crystal, Diana, they all go to Diana's president's suite for a little nightcap, right? This is right after the dinner where everything blew up with Sutton and Dee Dee. So Dee Dee is still not over her little situation with Sutton, but she said that she was, which we knew that wasn't gonna happen. Sutton, Dorit, and Kyle just walks through the door, and Diana's looking like, but she don't say nothing because this is just what the girls do. Like, just walked in and like Kyle said in her confessional, she's like, yeah, we're gonna walk in even uninvited, we're gonna drink alcohol and all this and the third. So Dee Dee talks about her marriage and talks about like how she got a divorce and like she didn't want the money, but he split 50-50, which I guess that was good for her. $250 million. Okay. So Kyle talks about her ex-husband and how they have a really good relationship, how he's really cool with Mauricio and all that. I don't think if I marry somebody, I don't think I could be cool with that person. Even the people that I've dated, like, there's only one person that I'm still cool with to this day, and I've dated like 5 people. So I'm just like, yeah. Sutton and Erica talk about like the lawsuit and ask, is she like, do you even feel responsible? And Erica was like, no, I don't feel responsible. Does a doctor's wife feel responsible for his patients?
All right. Oh, I see where this is going.
Okay, you got me on that one. You got me on that one. At the end of the day, I feel what I feel like with Erica is, I get that she's going through a hard time, and I'm not taking that away from her. And I do not feel like she knew that he was doing these things, right? But there does come a situation where it's like there should be some type of responsibility held up, because if you did use this money that wasn't yours, and if he did gift that to you, the bare minimum is showing some type of remorse. I feel like that's where everybody's having a problem with her, because she doesn't want to show remorse. She doesn't care about these victims. She doesn't care that these people have went through tragedies in their lives, and while she's reaping the benefits, they're over here not only living in like sorrow, but they're worse situation than when they probably waiting after the situation. So you see, it's the next day. Everybody's getting ready. They're ready to get ready on the yacht in Dubai, doing the things, right? So you see Lisa, Kyle, and Dorette. They talk, like they're basically just talking about the situation with Erica and Sutton. And we also see at the same time, Sutton, Crystal, and Garcelle are all sitting and they're talking about the whole situation with Erica, how Erica's being so talkative, and Garcelle feels like Erica wants to talk about everybody else, so the focus won't be on Erica. And low-key, I feel like that's the same thing with Sutton. Sutton doesn't want to be in the mix, but she's doing a good job being in the mix. The only situation with Garcelle and Sutton, I feel like after what Crystal just pulled, I would not be sitting down talking to her at all. We have nothing to talk about. Like, we're not cool. Like, you really just try to assassinate this woman's character, not only once last year, but twice. And now y'all sitting here talking to her. Yes, I feel like maybe she was misunderstood, but I feel like she is manipulative, and the girl's dangerous.
Oh my God.
And we segue back, and Lisa's talking to the girls about Crystal playing victim. She's like, do you feel like this is like what she does? Like, it's like a defense mechanism or not, we seen it that this is what she do. Like, it's like she's trying to puppeteer, but it's just like you are trying to gas the situation up when it's not even that deep. And I do feel like Crystal do weaponize her feelings. It's just like, if you feel some type of way, in, like they say, in this group, you have to be vocal. You cannot just sit around and try to make it seem like everybody's ganging up on you. No, you need to take responsibility of what you did in your actions and speak up. That's what my boss does. She wants to be all meek and timid, but it's like, no, take responsibility of your actions and stand the fuck up. So Garcelle basically brings up, like, she was like, yeah, Crystal, like, some stuff you did was like very manipulative, and Crystal feels like she feels like that word doesn't describe her, that she's manipulative. She feels like she holds her feelings in, have a chance to processes them, but before she can like fully process it, just slips out and she just like says something else, which, okay, that's fine, but I guess it, like they said, it's like baby steps. I guess to her it's baby steps. To me, I felt like I could never trust her again in life. We would never be able to sit in the same room. Done. Like, it's weird.
Nothing, period.
So we segue in, the girls on drive to the marina and they get on the yacht. Erica's already like hammered. She's over here just talking like, yeah, you know. She got this like, she got Doris' old accent, right? And I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on? And basically she mixing pills and alcohol. But then again, I'm just like, okay, yeah, she's drunk and she's hammered, but I'm like, it's a girls trip. So, I mean, aren't you supposed to? It's a girls trip. The boat's cute, nothing crazy. Diana's boring. Like, she doesn't bring nothing to the show as of right now. Next episode seems like she gets a little spicy, but she doesn't bring nothing to the show, and all she does is like lick her lips, as Rodney would say. That's it. Nothing else. Just licks her lips. I've seen her lick her lip probably like 5 times this episode. Like, girl, okay. Erica slurring her words. She was like, I don't need to go. I'm like, girl, I guess. So Erica's downstairs trying to like take a nap and sober up, and she said, I could have sworn. I didn't read the subtitles. She said that, yeah, we used to have a boat. I bet. It's called the Illegal.
What?
Put it down in the comments and tell me if that's what she said. So Garcelle, Sutton, and Dee Dee are in the front of the yacht. You know how they sit in the front just posing. So she asked her, like, how's it been for you, like, you're growing up, like, on your childhood? She was like, yeah, my brother got killed in the war, and then she was like, her father had to go identify the body, blah, blah, blah. So Sutton, to me, I feel like he was trying to relate to her, like, yeah, you know, my dad, he committed suicide, so I know how it feels to have, like daddy issues or whatever. So Dee Dee gets mad. She's like, yeah, Sutton's always trying to make situations about her, and it's so annoying. I'm like, I feel like in situations, if you have something that relates to a story that somebody's saying, I feel like people bring that up. So I'm trying to figure out how is she trying to be self-centered or make a situation about her. It's just like you're trying to make a problem out of thin air. It was stupid. So everyone starts to eat. Crystal starts to strip on Garcelle. I'm just like, girl, you doing all that, but you don't want to. Erica asks, how about we have a foursome? Me, you, Garcelle, your husband.
Miss Girl, bye.
Then they start playing Erica's song, Expensive to Me. Child. I bet.
I want my 20%, bitch.
I guess Diana felt some type of way or whatever. She was getting bored. She jumped off the boat and they ended up getting stung by a jellyfish. I'm just like, girl, dumb. This episode was like really cute. I say Erica is a kiki. Like, her being drunk, it just seemed like she just carefree. And I don't know, this Erica in this episode didn't bother me. I was just like, okay, cool. She seemed pretty like chill. Like, I've always been a fan of Erica from jump, right? It's just this whole situation with the legal thing. I just feel like she doesn't show remorse or care, and she keeps saying like, well, I have to protect myself and I have to da, which is totally fine, because I mean, I don't know that life, that legal life. I don't know that court stuff now. I don't know that. But regardless of the fact, to show some type of compassion would be nice. She tried to relate to Sutton and just like, yeah, we're Southern women, and you know, we the textiles, and then in the farms, and then the men with us, we marry young, and then it's just like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know where she's trying to go with this story. Everybody is lost. She's just rambling, and it just falls back down and goes to sleep. They get to the shore, and Erica left a whole body print on the couch of her body makeup. And everybody looks, she's like, I messed this couch up. I have to pay for it. Yeah. Like, girl, try to get this melanin. You can't. So all the girls get ready for dinner. Garcelle calls Sutton on FaceTime, and they talked about Erica's behavior, just basically about Erica mixing Xanax with alcohol. I'm like, God damn. I'm scared to take a Tylenol and drink my little drink. So the girls get to dinner, and Garcelle's having her. She basically brings up like, "Yeah, I have my birthday party, and I want all you girls to come. Everybody's gonna be there." She mentioned to Lisa that Diana will be in attendance. Lisa's not gonna be going there because, I guess, Harry has like some type of play. And Lisa said, "I actually reached out to Diana, and it didn't really. They said it didn't go well, but she said, Erica said it didn't go well, but then Lisa was like, it went well." She said she sent an apology text, but I wouldn't have said. She said she sent an apology text to Denise. But if I was Denise, I wouldn't have said shit, because at the end of the day, like, Lisa ran her name through the mud. If it wasn't for Brandy and Lisa, like, Diana probably, Denise probably still be on the show. But they ran her off that show. Bravo, 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 bravo. Like, ran her off the show on playing. And that's a 20-year friendship that she just threw away because of a show. The fuck? Garcelle in her confessional texts Denise to see if Lisa's telling the truth. So when she texts Denise like, "Hey, did you ever talk to Lisa?" Denise responded back, "When?" I don't know if that means she's lying, but she's saying when, child. So the girls asked Dee Dee if she's having fun on the trip, since this is her first girls trip. And she's like, "Yeah, I feel so welcoming. I feel so, like, everybody's been so sincere, so nice, and so gracious." And I'm happy that Garcelle clocked it, because it's like, this bitch is full of shit. Like, it's just, you over here talking about everybody's been so da-da-da-da-da-da. It's just like, girl, you literally have problems with Garcelle, literally have problems with Sutton, but then you're acting like everything's just cool and copacetic. Just everything's just cool. I don't like girls like that, because if you feel some type of way, like Garcelle said, if you're gonna be in the group, speak up. But you can't do it. Garcelle asked, "Do you like some people more than others?" And she's like, and then she laughs off like, "I'm being silly." Everybody's caught it and was like, she ain't being silly. And they're like, don't let her fool you. She ain't being silly. She asking for a reason. So Garcelle asked Dee Dee another question, and she was like, Dorit asked you about your book, right? And I felt like it was rude that you just shut her down. She was just trying to get to know you about your book. So Miss Dee Dee feels that Garcelle is the rude one, and Garcelle is the one that's unwelcoming. I'm like, so the black lady of the group, right? The black lady of the group is the one that's the most unwelcoming and the rude one. Okay. The black lady. Yeah. So Erica and Sutton, they're doing a little small talk on Sutton's phone. Sutton's like, "Yeah, I'm going on a date." Erica's like, Erica's just blowing. She's like, "What the hell? Let me see if we can get some dick. You're sucking, you're fucking, you're swallowing. Yeah." I'm just like, girl, I get you are deprived for years, girl, but damn. So Erica is like, so Dorit basically brings up like, what's going on with this moment? What's going on with y'all? Is this steps moving forward? I respect the fact that Erica's just like, you know what, this is just a small moment. It's just a nice moment, and it is what it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. I respect that, because it's just like, just because I don't like, there's somebody at my job I cannot stand because she lies so much and it's just immature. I can come and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Just like have small talk. Don't mean I like you. Don't mean that we cool. It just means we're cordial. That's it. Basically the mood of the position that they're in is Erica really doesn't give a fuck and just going day by day. Sutton's gonna be the bigger person. And you know how I feel about people being the bigger persons. Dorit then segues, and Dorit, so Lisa stands up. She's talking about, "Thank you all for coming. You know, my mother would want me to be here." Says her speech, and then Dorit gets up and says her speech, and she just goes on and on and on and on and on. And Kyle's over here about to lose it, because it's just like the girl just doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. Like, girl, you can talk about this, but you can't talk about your rap, girl. Okay, cool. So Dee Dee, Kyle, and Dorit, they stay downstairs while all the other girls go back after the dinner. and they talk about Diana's beef with Sutton. Diana thinks that Sutton's being a hypocrite, which I can see in a way. There's some things about Sutton that Sutton's doing that I don't really necessarily agree with. Like, why are you hanging out with Crystal when she literally tried to destroy your whole reputation, and still trying to destroy your reputation? And then you're saying, like, I don't like people that do this, I don't like people that do that, I don't like people that do that. But you've done a lot of stuff that you didn't like. You didn't like people being rude. You've been rude. You didn't like people that yelled. You did that. It's just like, fair is fair. I like Sutton, but fair is fair. Sorry. The next morning, the girls head to Diana's PJ. They get on the plane, and Diana tells everybody, it's in literally captions, everyone sit anywhere. So on the plane, Sutton tries to sit next to Diana, like, hey, can I sit here? She's like, Diana says, oh, go sit where you sat at the first time. So Sutton's just like, oh, okay. So she sits basically with Garcelle, and Garcelle's just like, girl, what's the tea? What's the tea, honeybee? So basically she's just like, yeah, she wanted me to sit back in my own seat, but she told everybody to sit wherever they want to sit at. So, like, I just felt like that was rude. And Garcelle's like, that's rude as hell. And this basically kicks it off, because I feel like this is what's going to kick it off with Diana and Sutton. This episode, it wasn't much. It was just like a really filler. I feel like it was a filler episode. It gave me very much a B. I guess the stars of this episode, I love me some Garcelle, I love me some Sutton. Erica, I'll say Erica, Sutton, Garcelle, and a little bit of Lisa. Diana, Crystal, Dorit, all can go next season. I'm done. Sorry. And for Crystal, I feel like she's done too much. And I feel like she is basically weaponizing and trying to be very manipulative with the words that she uses, which is like, we're not trying to tell you not to use certain words, but you're strategically using words to create a narrative that's not there. Diana, you're boring. I feel like she's going to have this. She's been like this the whole time, right? And then with this whole thing, with next episode, in a few episodes, she'll probably be like, up here, right? It's going to be like a boom. And then I feel like right after that, it's going to be like this. Because when Kathy come back, it's going to be all about Kathy. So Diana and Dorit, I mean, all she done was gave us like background fodder. So at the end of the day, like, they really haven't brought anything that I need for the next episode. So they can go for the next season. Bring on Cherie, bring on Kathy, bring on another girl, and that's it. But if you enjoyed the content, if you got anything out of this content, if this is not your first time coming to this channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next one.